Greetings world, we are anonymous. This is a message to all Australians, especially Australians who live in the state of New South Wales and even more so near the town of Grafton. We have an extremely disturbing case of injustice that needs to be told and needs every Australian's attention. A recent decision from the New South Wales Director of Public Prosecutions, Mr Lloyd Babb, has decided not to press charges on two men over the death of 33-year-old Lynette Daley, otherwise known as Norma. What makes this case so disturbing is that the New South Wales coroner, namely Michael Barnes, has given reports that 33-year-old Miss Daley's injuries were worse than birth trauma and her injuries were caused by a blunt instrument, that she was in no way capable of making any consensual sexual activity decisions, that she was highly intoxicated, that she had drugs in her blood, that the two men initially charged with her murder had lied about their story and they had destroyed and burned evidence including a bloody mattress and Miss Daley's bloody clothing, before police arrived. All of which would seem to look like a planned rape, murder then cover-up, but still the Director of Public Prosecutions Lloyd Babb has refused to charge both men, named 42-year-old Adrian Atwater and 46-year-old Paul Maries. We should also mention that this young woman was of Aboriginal descent. One could not be blamed for believing that this is why Lloyd Babb is not bothering to press charges, because she is Aboriginal. Anonymous requests that an inquiry be made into this case, that an explanation be made public to all Australians, especially Indigenous Australians, by Lloyd Babb and his reasons outlining why he is refusing to charge these men who both have admitted to having sex with her in the back of their four-wheel drive on the night of her death. One of these men is alleging to have been Lynette's boyfriend, which one would seem is impossible, when the facts above have proven they both had sex with her, both lied to police, both burned evidence, both burned her clothes and someone stabbed her vagina with a blunt instrument and both tried to cover their crime up before police arrived at the scene. Some boyfriend this guy is alleging to be. Anonymous calls this boyfriend's claim bullshit. Anonymous also calls for the resignation of the District Public Prosecutor for not prosecuting criminals with such overwhelming evidence, which is what he is paid to do by Australian taxpayers, including Indigenous taxpayers. This case has outrages Anonymous and we call for all Australian Anons and abroad to pay close attention to our updates with regard this horrific case of injustice. Links to this disgusting case, which appears to look more like a rape, murder and cover-up, will be posted below. Anonymous invites all Australians to display your outrage over this case and call the New South Wales Police Department and the New South Wales Department of Police Prosecutions and demand the resignation of Lloyd Babb and an explanation as to why he wishes to sweep this Aboriginal woman's death under the carpet. A protest will be organised in the near future also. Australia, we must stand up for justice and we must all imagine what would we do and how would we feel if this happened to our daughter or mother or sister, and our thoughts must be towards the Daley family who must be feeling outraged and angered over such injustice. It is 2016 and cases like this being under the control of one man who decides to press charges or not, should be a thing of the past. How can this Indigenous family move forward when injustice is still being withheld? It cannot. Our thoughts are with the Daley family and Anonymous will be following any updates with regard to this case. We will be watching the New South Wales Department of Police Prosecutions and we will be watching who is willing to bring justice and support for this grieving Indigenous family. Anonymous also requests that the New South Wales Premier Mr Mike Baird request within his power a full investigation into the facts and reasons as to why the DPP, specifically Lloyd Babb, has refused to press charges. Anonymous is sure that all residents of New South Wales agree with our demands. We are Anonymous, we are Legion, united as one, divided by zero. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Mr Lloyd Babb, you can expect us.